Hey, sometimes I talk to a client and they're telling me that something they got into, some snafu, some wrinkle of the moment, threw them off and they couldn't make any of the processes work. And they did this and they tried that and they were doing this and they still didn't feel better, and then this happened and then they tried that and they did this and it still didn't work. And so here's what I tell them. So one of the processes you might use is something to tend the mind. I think in terms of tend the mind, mind the pain body, and choose your focus. So tending the mind could include inquiry, and I love the work of Byron Katie. And Katie says, do the work only for the love of truth. Do it for no other motive. Do not do it to feel better. Do not do it to fix something. Do not do it even to change your thinking. Your thinking will naturally change if you come closer to truth. So she says, do the work only for the love of truth. And then it always works. Are you dropping in? Are you looking again? Are you checking out whether what you're believing and telling yourself and repeating and reiterating and poring over the details of is true or not 100% true? What's truer? What's kinder? What else could you see? How else might you take care of yourself looking away from the mind? Do you need to just mind the pain body and be in, when I feel horrible or I've done enough thinking work or I'm not ready to do it, I clean, I clear, or I go for a walk, I put myself in nature, or I even distract myself by watching something that's inspirational or funny or fun or vapid. But I mind that fake self-care thing, like the Netflix, like, it just reboots to the next episode in seconds. Remember when you had to wait 14 seconds? That was so yesterday. Now it's like 3. So anyway, things work if you don't have a motive that they're going to fix everything or make you feel better or make it all okay. One of the things I like to do is just accept sometimes I feel bad. And I'm a human being and life hurts sometimes. People suffer. I'm a people. Why shouldn't I suffer sometimes? We are in an era of suffering right now. We are in a time when the collective pain body has been activated, if you will. It's okay to feel bad. The other day I watched the movie The Hate You Give, and it was painful and hard and harsh to watch. And I really, really wanted to watch it. And that night, the things I do that usually work to put me to sleep, to help me let go, to shift my state, didn't work. But that was my air quotes there. But they did work. They worked for me to just drop in with myself. They worked for me to attend to what I was feeling. It's okay to just lie there breathing the pain in your body and have it not go away. It's okay to notice a lot of thoughts flitting through and not be able to stop them. And you're doing something if you keep noticing, oh, look at these thoughts, and dropping back into the body, back into the breath, even if you do it 1,000,000 times. That's all meditation teachers are teaching. So, I invite you to it. You're also being kinder to yourself if you don't think you need to make everything change, if you're just willing. Wow, this is how I feel right now. I'm going to walk myself through it. If you want to tend the mind, write down your thoughts. At the very least, write them down and look at them to say, oh, no wonder I feel bad. I'm believing all this. Who wouldn't feel bad believing all this? And if you can do some inquiry or check out how maybe something else is truer or kinder to believe or okay to figure out later, not right now, then you're already doing better. Don't feel great yet? Haven't totally shifted? Not being sweet to your lover or your kids? Okay, well then you're just not done. You're in a process that takes longer. You're in something that just may not lift right away. Maybe it's old shit. Maybe the point of what you're going through right now is to just not give up on yourself and not let go. Not abandon yourself. Just stay with it. Okay, what's kinder than all these thoughts right now? What's kinder than reaching for a pan of brownies? Or what's kinder than hating and judging myself because I did reach for the pan of brownies? And can you just stay with yourself? And sure, keep reaching for a process if something occurs to you that could actually support you. I like to think in terms of to move in the direction of what feels better. And yeah, come closer to truth. So what I was going to say earlier about sometimes I clean and clear and I don't think about it. I don't ruminate. I don't try to fix it or figure it out. I don't try to feel better, but I notice. I walk around carrying what feels bad. I breathe into it. And never forget that sleep is the giant reset button. And if you have a whole day of processes that so-called don't work, that was a worthwhile day. And go to bed not carrying it all or saying it's all horrible, or say tomorrow all things new, all things possible. And if you actually did some inquiry, tomorrow you may not believe the thoughts as much if they come rushing in first thing. And if you cleared your space because you didn't see much more productive to do, well, tomorrow you'll wake up to a clear space and you'll be able to thank your yesterday's self who felt so bad. So I just want you to redefine what does and doesn't work, what is or isn't working. Maybe your motive's off. Maybe you're trying to force it and push through and you're not being very kind or very gentle in the process. Just stay with it if you need to stay with it. Sometimes things are a long time changing. If you look at the collective, that's very clear. And sometimes the personal coalesces in very clear ways with the collective. You just keep healing yourself and contributing to the greater good, and you're casting a vote for it to change for all of us. Whatever you vote for others, you must be willing to vote for and live for yourself. I'll end on that note.